Do you plan to live to go back to England at all?
Oh hell no, it's too cold.
You like living here?
The beer's too
so
expensive.
And by the way,
But before you go, and when we were talking about beer, Red Horse
Is the best.
is cheaper than a pint in the UK. Yeah, 1 litre. Yeah. It's only 85
5
pesos,
pesos.
a little bit more than a pound in the UK.
in,
I myself, it would be as a Filipino.
You yourself, in a very huge place like this, you cannot. You see, this person asking me the question is living in a very huge place. That's just one room. This is one room. Have you seen the backside, the downstairs, the upstairs, the left side, the right side?
No, the people don't know. They think I'm living in a shed.
Well,
Because
you're not living in a shed
because I mix with people that are poor. I mix with people that live under the bridge, that live under the cemetery. I went there and filmed some of my friends that live in the
Yeah, but here's
cemetery.
a question, but how can you live under the cemetery?
In the around the cemetery, you know, like there's a mausoleum for the
Like, you sleep.
yeah.
yeah,
They
you-
tap over the grave on the their
sleep on
thing
top.
yeah, on
You
top
sleep
of the
on
grave.
roof,
So like when the owner is not there, they went over to the mausoleum and on top of the grave, that's where they do
huh? Okay.
have their. So on my channel, they don't know who I am and they don't know what I
But they're
have.
about to find out.
being a Filipino, you can't get rid of Red Horse.
Oh yeah. Being half Filipino, so to speak.
Yeah.
Beer's cheaper,
Lee considers himself now as half Filipino, like we are.
and the
mingling.
cigarillo's cheaper as well.
Yes.
Mm.
Yeah. How long do you live here?
10 years.
10 years already.
10 years.
How
Arrived
about-
here in 2018 in August.
Okay.
Wow,
So
so-
what are the places do you live here?
No, I'm living in Guadalupe, in the city.
Other islands
Oh, other islands, Cebu City.
only?
Mm.
So you've been around the city a while, like you live in Talisa, you
Yeah, I've lived
mentioned
in
about.
Talisay, I've lived in Cordova, and some shithole in Tinago.
Naga?
No, Tinago. That's near
Tipadilla.
Independencia.
Tipadilla. Tinago.
Yeah,
Barangay
the
Tit-
worst place to live.
Oh yeah, that's really hardcore squatters there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now you live in Guadalupe.
Yeah, living in
It's-
Guadalupe for about
2
maybe
years, you said.
2.5, just a little bit over 2.5 years.
This is Lee's apartment. It is sort of like a room here. It's worth 5,000, so it's 4,000
4,000 per month.
per month.
And on top of that, you have to pay your electric and water.
So the place is quite nice. It's secured when you have some good neighbors outside, and it's quite safe still because it's a gated. Though the price is quite bigger, but it's a gated compound. So there's a dog here to take care of someone who's a stranger who's coming in. It will bark to someone who doesn't know.
It's quite annoying
Yeah.
because when the dog starts barking,
But sometimes, that's actually the price that you have to pay for your security. Dogs is quite noisy. It
Especially when
continues
you've
to
got 7
bark.
of them.
Yeah,
I got 16.
Oh my God.
she has 16 dogs. So this is
This is the
place
area.
where she lives for almost how many years? A year or
2.5 years.
2.5
2.5 years you live here.
Yeah.
Wow. The cigarettes are cheaper. Everything seems cheaper than in England.
But when you want to come and eat like decent foods, like a nice strip of bacon, a nice sausage, or maybe a cheese sandwich, now that starts getting expensive
Yeah.
because it's all imported.
I guess bacon here is not really expensive.
They are.
It is if you want proper bacon. I mean, the bacon you get here is like honey
Honey-cured,
cured, and then,
maple.
when you stick it in the frying pan, it just went shrinks up.
But you want proper bacon, it's important.
Or you can get it in some places. There is some foreigners who will do bacon, but it costs like about 200 plus for about half a kilo.
Like, where did it come, like, the idea of having Cebu as a place to reside? I mean, how do you know way back in London that, you know, there's this country, Philippines, and you want to go to Cebu?
Well, for me, at first, I was always intended to go to Asia in the first place, because I have like a second family who's from Thailand, who used to live next door to where I used to live, and so I've grown up since birth up until now with that family. So Asia was always my destination.
Is there a place to visit?
A choice of places to live. In that case, let's get a pin and stick it in a map.
How did
Yeah.
it pop up? How did it pop up that, hey, this is the place, like the Philippines, specifically like Cebu?
Just a pin in a map.
You really? But you don't have like exact idea of.
Well, I had some contacts here as well.
I see.
Of course.
So you know somewhere when you way back in you were in Thailand that you know people in the Philippines, and you researched it or how did it come out that you'd like to be staying here?
It was just a whim, really.
Yeah.
Just go for it. And here I am, over 10 years
Exactly.
later, still here, man.
You love here. So what is the best experience you have here? Like, I mean, I know there's a lot because you've been staying here for 10 years, and I guess one of it is the Filipino culture. But what specifics, things that you like, activity you like?
Well, to be honest with you, I really can't say. Everything's just a new learning experience. Every day is a new learning experience in the Philippines. You know, when you think you've seen it all, then all of a sudden there's something else you've never seen. You think, wow, I like that.
Yeah, because there are foreigners who spend 2 months here in the Philippines and start advising on the internet about land ownership, how to live here, what does it cost to live, when they just spent 2 months to 3 months or just merely visiting here, as if like they know everything, and there you are living here for 10 years.
No,
You said-
but these guys, they don't know shit.
Yep, you're living here for 10 years and you're not even saying you know everything.
No, there's always still something to learn here.
Yep, the culture itself, there's a hidden protocol that the foreigners is hardly getting it. You know, like the wink, like what it means. Like the language itself when you talk. They just can't get it. But I was just surprised. There are foreigners that, they're advising how to own lands as if like they're law experts.
Yeah, in their
Yeah.
dreams, yeah.
Yeah, how to own land, how to buy land. In fact, there's a popular blogger there that advising every single corner about Philippines life, laws, anything. Like, hey, even you want to know something about the place, don't you think you have to ask a Filipino?
Exactly.
There. Ato sa picture ng kwandong.
You can't eat the intestine, no.
He don't like the intestines. And what you're having? That one? Oh, dakara ako sa. That's the.
What's that?
That's.
Intestine mo na sa small intestine.
Small intestine.
Ay.
Chicken sir.
That's small intestine.
Crab meat.
Crab meat for me. And then you pick up your rice puso. I think you can have it slicely.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping. Where'd you go?
Moyong. Carrots, patatas.
Can you,
Pork chop.
Moyong.
I like this. It's
Lumpia.
lumpia, that's it.
This is
This is better. That's just bean sprout. This bigger one is carrots and potatoes. Nakagkuhan, Sen?
Chicken as well, right?
Chicken there. Yeah, there is chicken there. What's about the chicken?
This is the intestine, small intestine. We call it ginabok.
Yeah, you keep it over there, you might put me off my food.
This is chicken.
Excuse me. You know, I'm making this YouTube video because I want you guys to experience the Philippines. I live in Guadalupe, Cebu City. There's many ups and downs. If you're a foreigner, there's many ups and downs. You could have maybe bad experience with police, or maybe a bad experience with a chick. But the most important thing, as a foreigner, keep it in here. Don't judge the Filipinos. You know, I've been here for 10 years. I love the Philippines. I've met many people. Most are bad, or some are bad, but most are good. You know what? Philippines, it's sweet. You know, got plenty of nice islands you can go to, like Bohol, or
Don't
maybe...
forget to follow.
Oh, Sabah, oi! Then we go to Santander, you know, you jump on a ferry. Then you go to Negros. You know, you can always have plenty of fun in the Philippines. But on a small, very small downside, there is some people who'll always, you know, you just have to learn to get rid of the bad,
Set aside.
stick with the good.
I guess that goes with all the countries.
Yeah, well, that's always normal for every country, yeah. But I love the Philippines. I've been here for 10 years, and I've only ever had 2 problems with the police. And both times, none of my problems.
It's their problem.
It's the Filipinos' problem. But I'm the one that had to pay for it. But for you American guys who are 60 years old, stop taking advantage of the young girls, because otherwise you get your ass kicked.
I like that. I like
You know,
that.
Filipino girls, you treat them as queens. You treat Filipino people nice, then they'll treat you nice. How's about that one?